1 in 3 people report they feel lonely on a regular basis. 61% of young adults report serious feelings of loneliness. And globally, 24% report feeling a lot of loneliness daily. This is a Gallup World Poll from 2024. Hello, my beautiful friend. This is Jill Douka, Master Certified Coach. And today we're going to touch base on a topic that affects all of us. How to create meaningful relationships. My beautiful friends, there is a huge problem. We are experiencing chronic loneliness. 80% of people are experiencing chronic loneliness. And we are 2 times more likely to suffer from depression, 3 times more likely to develop anxiety disorders. The loneliness has been linked to increased risk of suicide, especially in teens and older adults. We're not talking about, a public health issue, okay? We're talking about a serious disease. If we don't work on the way we perceive relationships, we will all end up sick. My beautiful friends, we need each other. We cannot replace our partners with an AI partner. So today we're going to see how we can create more meaningful relationships. And I'm going to take the 7 keys from my book, Create Love. It's a #1 Amazon bestseller. Has been forwarded by the incredible John Gray of Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. Now, the #1 thing in creating meaningful relationships, my beautiful friends, is to really know ourselves. Self-awareness and self-worth. Before we start creating relationships, it's so important that we dive into knowing who we are, what our strengths are, what our vision is, what our values are. Before we can connect deeply with others, it's vital that we connect deeply with ourselves. We understand and value ourselves. And knowing our needs, our boundaries, our patterns is where meaningful relationships begin. It's incredible if you think about it that no school, no university teaches this. Know thyself, like the ancient Greeks used to do. It's incredible if you think about it. Now, in the link in the podcast, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the exercises that we have in Global Academy of Coaching. You can find out your values. So finding out your values will really help you understand more about yourself. It's a very beautiful way to begin. The second step I want to introduce is the clarity of intention. Okay, we attract what we are clear about. When we define what we want in a relationship, emotionally, spiritual, practically, we align ourselves with the energy to receive it. So intention is everything. And I'm not saying, that we're going to miss, all this impromptu, all this, the things that we do that actually are not scheduled, they're not preconceived. But my beautiful friend, knowing what you want from a relationship and be very clear about it, this way you are going to be able to actually energetically attract it as well. The third step is going to, you might find it a little bit weird. It's about releasing the past. Now, you cannot fill a glass that's already full. If we want to create meaningful relationships, it's so important that we have released all the baggage, at least being in the process of releasing the baggage that we have from relationships in the past. Otherwise, the way that I see it is that we bring in a beautiful suitcase that is full and we try to add even more things with a new relationship in the full suitcase. And this cannot happen. So I would really suggest that you go in the episode on forgiveness and really start releasing the past. I'm doing this every day. Every day I forgive people that I feel that have hurt me or they have done me wrong. I'm doing this every day in order to create more space. The more space you're going to create, and I see it every day with myself and my coaches, the more space you're going to create, my beautiful friend, the more you will be able to attract what you desire. The fourth step is to actually cultivate self-confidence. Now, let's talk about confidence. I'm going to do a whole podcast on it, but the first thing that I really want to be clear is that confidence isn't arrogance. It's grounded self-trust, is knowing who you are, is believing in your value. When we know who we are, when we believe in our value, we naturally attract people who reflect and respect that energy. We naturally attract other people who are on the same energetic level with us. How can you create self-confidence? The very first step, the first exercise that we're doing in the retreat, Create Your Life, is to actually have the participants write down their wins. Write down what they have achieved the past, whatever years they have been around this earth. This exercise is incredible because it really helps you to realize all these things that you have achieved, and you actually just, consider them as taken. And once you do this exercise, you really feel much more grounded and you build your self-confidence. This is a small exercise that can really, really help you start working towards that. Now, the fifth step is to practice conscious communication. And where did we learn to communicate consciously? Nowhere. I want to share here that 95% of us come from a dysfunctional family. What does this mean? Our parents did the best that they could, but our parents most likely did not communicate consciously. Our parents most likely did not release the past, and they did not have self-knowledge. It's incredible if you think about it. And it's in our hands to actually start realizing how we can create great relationships with conscious communication. I'm talking about honest and open dialogue. I'm talking about sharing your thoughts with love and respect, and at the same time having boundaries towards what your needs are. Being able to express our feelings clearly and compassionately is a bridge to deeper connection. Now, if we are not able to understand what our feelings are, there's absolutely no way that we can communicate them. So in the episode with how to feel, you can check out where I have the whole process of understanding what our feelings are. Because my beautiful friend, here in conscious communication, I just want to stress out the fact that nobody can do anything to you. It's the thought that you have about what they said or what they did that makes you feel bad or positive. Okay? So this is a mantra that I have, and I share it with all my coaches. Nobody can do anything to you, my beautiful friend. Now, the sixth step practice I want to share with you about how to create meaningful relationships is work on gratitude and appreciation. When you appreciate, appreciation comes back. When you focus on your strengths of your relationship instead of the flaws, you strengthen your bond and you nurture love. What you give comes back. So every relationship that you want to build, I would strongly recommend that you write daily 5 things that you are grateful about for this relationship. 5 things. Be in the giving mode, okay? Because it's so easy to be in the gap, like my mentor Dan Sullivan says, instead of the gain. Be on the gain. Gratitude and appreciation can really save a relationship. And number 7, and this goes for every relationship, either with your parents or friends or your partner, create a shared vision, okay? Align your values. See what the values of the other part is and create a shared life direction. Build the foundation for a lasting partnership this way. When we have two people that work towards a common purpose, connection deepens and flourishes. So discuss with your friend, what would you like our relationship to be like? And guys, this is not something that is too much, or it's really beautiful to know how the other person feels and what their perception of your relationship is. And you're going to be very surprised. So I did this with one of my best friends. And she lives abroad. She doesn't live in the same city as I do. And for me, it was very important, that we touch base with the phone at least once per week. But for her, the most important thing is that we would arrange every 2 or 3 months to meet. You see, but this is a huge difference in perspective. And me knowing what the priority for her is, and she knowing what my vision for the meaningful relationship is, this is huge. It really helps and saves time, energy, and, also miscommunication, okay? So, my beautiful friend, I'm going to share again the 7 steps, okay? Self-awareness and self-worth, clarity of intention, release the past, cultivate self-confidence, practice conscious communication, practice gratitude and appreciation, and create a shared vision. Now, creating lasting relationships and beautiful relationships is about taking small, consistent steps, okay? Once you start implementing these strategies, you'll find yourself moving forward with greater ease and confidence, and you will see major shifts in your relationships. My beautiful friend, if you're interested into actually applying all this in your life, because it's so much different to know things rather than applying them and integrating them in your life, then I want to invite you to check out Global Academy of Coaching, where we embody all these beautiful concepts in our lives. My beautiful friend, let's go out there and create meaningful relationships. Thank you for joining me today. Leave a 5-star review. Write in the comments. I really love to read your comments, and keep thriving.